Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in from Duty's Daggers. Looks like a slip, so I'm pretty excited about this. And by the way, I am recording the voice overlay because my microphone was broken, or at least the battery was dead. So here we go. Today I'm opening it up with my QSP Hedgehog. This is a neat little slip joint. You'll see that beautiful sharp edge there. I love that hollow grind. All right, so let's get right into this as I open up the package. Make sure we don't want to cut that nice slip that Duty made for us. All right, let's take a look. What do we got here? Oh, look at that. All right, we got here's the Blade Cartel Hangout. Kind of a cool sticker. You know I love my stickers. And here is a slip joint. Nice little package. Now, this is handmade by Duty himself for me. A nice gift from him, so I appreciate it. Here we go. Look at that. Nice leather. I love that. That's kind of a what he calls a dark burgundy leather. It has a nice little kind of a matching color, if you will, and it looks like a nice fit. Yeah, it goes in really, really well. Look at that slip joint, fits right in there, really nice, forms, and that's going to patina up nicely and really conform well to that knife. Look at that, goes in and out really well. It's not too thick, not too thin. Will definitely, start to form fit. You can see that nice little logo there, his Duty's Daggers. I love the feel of this, hand stitched right there. Little kind of soften the corners there, smooth that out, buff that out. Yeah. And let's see here. It looks like a really good fit. It's going to be nice and deep, but not too big so that you lose it into the slip, but definitely not too small where it sticks out. Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure which side it would go in. I think this is probably what we're going to do. We're going to stick it in this way. It'll come out that way. And notice how it kind of comes apart at the top. I think that's really cool. You can really get in there and get a good feel and fit. And now this will stretch and fit into that really nicely over time, of course. And you can go in either way. I prefer to go in this way, yeah, with the top of the blade going down. So there you go. It's a nice fit. I really do like the way it goes in and out. I think it's really cool. I like the way it opens up at the top here. Easy to get to. And the smell of that leather, yeah, that leather is really nice. That's a really nice slice of leather. I love the inside of that. You can see that that's sort of like the suede part, but it's not overly suede, so it's a really thick, dense leather, which is great. It's going to work out really well. Yeah, a lot of times, you have the suede and it just comes apart and peels apart. This is a really well stitched piece of leather. It's going to work really well on top of that slip. Yeah, and I do like how it folds apart there. It's just perfect, so you can get your hands in there to pull the slip joint out. That is really, really nice. I think that's a really wonderful thing. Again, I'm really enjoying the quality of this leather and the way it goes in. Yeah, and you'll see I'm talking about how thick some of those leathers are, and they're a little softer. You look at this strap right here, and sometimes they tend to not work as well, if they're too soft. And this piece of leather is a little more dense, I think, and so that's what makes it a really wonderful quality piece of leather for what you need for a slip joint. All right, let's go ahead and put that sticker off to the side so we can take a little closer look to this. And here's my QSP Hedgehog, and that fits really well in the hand. Nice fit, goes right in there. So we're just kind of trying to examine that and see how well that fits in. I really do like the way it form fits in there, and the stitching on there is done really, really well. It's a great fit. It's just going to be right there. As you put that in the pocket, it's going to really patina up really well, especially just from use and carry and everything like that. And I think it'll do a really good job in protecting the knife. Now, this knife, I really, really enjoy. It's so crazy sharp. Let's do a little cut test here. You'll see it kind of goes through it like butter. I mean, it's just like cutting through butter right there. Very, very crazy sharp. So, you definitely want to have something that can protect the knife that can cut like this. And you'll see it just cuts that paper like crazy. So definitely a knife you want to be careful with, but can certainly do its job cutting, which is nice. I do appreciate that about a knife. And then, of course, you have a little walk and talk, and the talk there as it closes, and the walk when it opens up. And then, I like to strop a knife after I've done a little cutting with it. And this strops up really, really well. That is the, I believe, M390 steel. So strops up pretty well, heat treated pretty well, especially with that super hollow grind. It's one of those things that I appreciate about a knife, that you can really strop it up and get it crazy sharp again. And I like to clean it up a little bit, make sure it's nice and clean, and then we'll go ahead and close that up. Yeah, you can always feel that crazy, crazy sharp edge there. We'll put that off to the side, and we'll put it right back in there, and it's ready to go, ready to be carried. Just a really great quality slip joint. I am very thoroughly impressed. I enjoy the stitching. Now, I did choose the red stitching, if you notice that. It is red threading, and then it matches really well with the color of the burgundy leather, I think. A nice, a lot of little nice touches that Duty Daggers does here on these slip joints, and the leather is just high quality. And I like the little hole there on the side, because when you push it in, it's not airtight, and you have a place for moisture to escape. And make sure, if you ever have perspiration in your skin or in your pocket, that way you're not retaining it inside the slip, so it doesn't cause issues with your knife. It does go in and out really well. It's just a really great fit going in there, and I do like how this slip joint is going to work really, really well. Yeah, I'm like to show the walk and talk of this particular knife works really, really, really well. Yeah, and here I think I am talking about the walk and talk and enjoying how this knife works. And it's just a really strong, pronounced opening and closing of the knife that just makes this a very enjoyable little budget, relatively speaking, slip joint. And there we go, put it right back in, just a beautiful fit. And it's already starting to fit in there really, really well. I like the feel of the leather. I like the fit of the leather. I like how it's already conforming to the knife itself. I appreciate the very simplistic design that works. It's very functional, right? And I believe if you want to reach out to Duty's Daggers, I'll have his link down below. He may be able to make some leather slips for your slip joints as well. Definitely worth reaching out to him. Really neat guy. Highly recommend that. So, that's up to you. But definitely something worth considering if you are interested. Yeah, so, I don't know what else there really is to say about this, but I think it is really a quality, neat little slip joint. I'm not a slip joint guy. I'm not a slip person. So I'm enjoying this. I like what Duty's Daggers does with the embossing on there. That's really nice. Very subtle, very understated, which I think is nice. You still see it, but it's very understated. So it's a very simple design that doesn't take away from the quality of the slip itself, but yet highlights who makes the slip. And I think that's great. And it feels great in hand, feels great in pocket. I really enjoy being able to pull that knife out and then put it back in. That's really a neat little feature here, especially for a knife like this that's pretty comfortable to carry. And I plan to carry in my pocket, for going forward, because it's just if you need something to cut, this is definitely the knife to do it with. But man, I really do appreciate Duty's Daggers being so nice and wonderful there, especially with the Blade Cartel hangout and everything. Definitely a great guy to reach out to, and interesting little sticker, I will say that. You're not always you want a sticker there with a little blade and a little blood on there, but it's a cool sticker. Definitely, how I like stickers. So let's do an up close so you can see this at really close zoom. I'm going to zoom in on this. Now you can see the beautiful embossing made in the USA. Very subtle. The stitching done there really, really well. It looks like it's double stitched. It's going to be very solid. Beautiful fit there. It comes right apart here in the middle. Easy to access the knife to get to. Easy to take out and easy to put away. I think that is really outstanding. And I love that. I just love how that is very solid. Everything going around there. This makes for a wonderful, wonderful stitch. And I love how it's polished and really smoothed out on all the corners, and how I believe he probably puts a little oil or leather wax on there to really seal that in. So that's really nice. Goes in really easily, comes out really easily. I like the folding here. So you can just see all the little details in that leather. This is not a cheap piece of leather. It's not just a piece of leather slapped together and, we're going to call it done. This is a quality piece of leather and a quality piece of work. There's just a lot of detail that you don't always get without seeing it up close. And really, really nice. So I enjoy already some of the stretching, if you will, some of the conforming to the dimensions of the knife that's occurring without looking like it's compromising or breaking it. So that's just really great. Really great. Yeah, nice little slip joint, something definitely worth checking out. So, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think that's pretty cool. I've never had a slip joint, and I've never had a slip or leather slip for it, so I'm just really grateful to all the folks who were able to make that happen. So thank you to you guys, and I appreciate you guys who've always been trying to convert me to slip joints. I get it, but I kind of get it now. I can see how that could be, pretty cool. Me, I like folding knives, but a slip joint technically is a folding knife, but it doesn't lock. But I like this walk and talk. It's just really crisp, especially on this little Hedgehog, which is a great budget Chinese manufactured knife. Definitely not in the same range like a Jack Wolf knife. That is very expensive, a lot more expensive than this knife. But those are obviously, sort of safe queens or really nice knives. I've got a chance to handle a few of those, and I appreciate all the wonderful subscribers who allowed me to handle those. So thank you to every one of you. And hey, thank you to you guys for recommending Duty's Daggers and allowing me to check this out. I just want to appreciate every one of you guys, and thank you to you guys, especially Duty's Daggers, for making the leather slip for me, and all the folks who've really tried to get me, to get a hold of that hedgehog. So thank you for making that happen as well. You guys are awesome. So yeah, I appreciate you guys, I really do. So I don't know what else I have to say. It's just, I guess you can say I took a sip of the Kool-Aid. Not saying I'm drinking the Kool-Aid yet, but I definitely took a sip of it, and I get it. I get it. Slip joints could be interesting and fun. So I know you guys have been trying to convert me, but maybe you're doing it slowly, and we'll just leave it at that. I'm not saying I'm going to drink the whole cup of Kool-Aid yet, so don't think I'm going to be a crazy slip joint person, but I can appreciate this. I know for a long time I just was never on board, but this is fun. This is a nice little one. I like the modern aesthetic, and I think that's what pulls me in. I'm not more of the classical. Yeah, that classical is not quite my cup of tea, but I really do like a more modern slip joint, and this leather slip really complements this hedgehog really nicely. Yeah, so it's a great little slip joint. So hey, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Hey, if you found this content fun, informative, interesting, or just something fun, entertaining, would you please consider hitting that like button down below? If you've already hit that like button, would you also consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the channel really helps out the channel. Just want to say I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to me. And if you haven't already, maybe consider hitting the notification button as well, so you can be notified of future content. That would be awesome. That way you can see other content like this. And finally, I would just want to say thank you to all my channel members out there. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome and amazing, and I want to just say, it means the world to me. You guys are really helping this channel and helping partner up with this. Hey, if you've been on the edge, maybe considering being a channel member, check out the description down below. I have some information about that. A lot of different tiers. There's introductory to high end. We'll also be having like monthly giveaways and also stickers and exclusive content. So maybe if you're on the edge, you're right on the fence about this, maybe consider becoming a channel member. I would greatly appreciate it. Would just be awesome to have you on board with that. So thank you to every one of you guys out there. You guys are amazing. And I appreciate you guys because you guys are amazing. Thank you. Hey, if you haven't already, maybe consider checking me out over on Instagram. Yeah, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's Instagram, Robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram, Robs_nerdy_knives. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.